Just want to start off by saying it is so thrilling that I get a chance to talk to you because I'm Vietnamese and your role as Johnny Tran in The Fast and Furious was probably one of my favorite roles I ever saw for Vietnamese representation. Um, but just to follow up, I just wanted to know, you had so many roles in your film careers, and I just wanted to ask, how does approaching a movie like Tetris, which is based on history and based on true events, compared to roles that you've done before that are based on fiction as well?
In every story, there is some truth to
Mhm.
what's going on, and then there's some creative license. So I always thought my job was to find the truth in what I'm doing, no matter what. And so that's what I focus on, even if it's driving fast cars, because I mean, there's a lot of reality to that. What was going on, it just wasn't shown. All right, that representation wasn't shown. We brought that. So in Tetris, it's the same thing. This is based on real life, and you got great filmmakers and producers. Gregory Cameron from Unigram and Matthew Vaughn, and you have artists like Taron Egerton. He doesn't get enough credit for. I mean, the guy was amazing when I was working across him, because I only had a day and a half on this project.
Wow.
So there was a lot of commitment and a lot of hard work going on in the background.
Yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy. What are you doing?
How's it going? Look, I just invited this young lady over to see how our new game fares with the female audience.
Uh-huh. Sure. Come on, Tracy. Paying you to sell my game, not play other people.
Relax, Hank. This game is swell. What's it called?
Tetris.
Tetris. I don't get it.
It's a combination of tetra, Greek for four, all the game's pieces are variants of four, and tennis.
Tennis?
Tennis. Yeah, supposedly, the Russian inventor, he likes tennis.
Here, Hank, try it.
And I just want to ask, because this movie has such a huge build-up and the introduction of like the Game Boy and how revolutionary it was. I just kind of wanted to ask, what was like your first experience with the Game Boy? And do you remember what was your favorite game? Maybe the first time you ever held one?
Tetris was a favorite. There was Donkey. A bunch of them.
Yeah.
The thing about games back then was it was really you versus you, and now it's a bit different, which is cool also. But the progression and the evolution of these things is a lot has to. It's very similar to what goes on in filmmaking now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always interesting to see, and you saw that. You could see exactly what somebody goes through.
Mm.
In creating something like this back then, and it's a much different experience now, and that goes for filmmaking as well. So I think everybody came together and put this in a fantastic way, and that's why Tetris is doing so well.
My last question I just wanted to ask, I mean, this movie has so much like intricate and an intense process of how Tetris was brought globally, and it explained it. I was, as an audience member, I was so blown away by like the intensity of how this story came to be. And I just want to know, like, without spoiling anything, was there a specific fact that you were kind of like, whoa, I did not know that about like the history of Tetris?
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, espionage aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
What it took to do international business, especially back then. But ultimately, look, the thing that intrigued me most about Tetris is what Matthew Vaughn and Unigram went through to get this made, and hats off to Apple for seeing it through, because there was a lot of stop and go during COVID, a lot of rights issues. a lot of what you saw in Tetris and getting that made also went on in getting the actual movie Tetris made. So those are the similarities. But you know, to be honest, I didn't understand. I didn't know the KGB was involved. That on the twist onto it.
That's all I really have for the questions for today. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me, and I can't wait for the world to see you in Tetris and just have everyone explore Tetris again. It makes me want to play the game again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.